You know, I think you should read this statement again, because it states here quite clearly that the witnesses say that the gun they fired only let go with 2 shots, and they're not sure whether one of them hit Olivia or not.
And that's enough to cast doubt on the allegations against Anna. So come on, Baldwin. Why waste the taxpayers' money by going on with this?
What are you worried about, Scotty? You still have your job at the DA's office, don't you?
Besides, you might even make a few brownie points with your boss by fooling him into thinking you're actually interested in seeing justice done.
Come on, fellas. If you had any kind of proof at all that somebody else shot Olivia, I would go right along with you.
Oh, really? Then that's the rush. You don't want to go for dismissal, then ask for a continuance.
Based on what? Based on the fact that the case is still under investigation.
Yeah, besides, who knows what might turn up in a day or two.
Oh, yeah? You got something I don't know about?
Everybody knows something you don't know about, but I have too many unanswered questions.
If you're so sure of your case, Baldwin, what harm would a little breather do? Come on. No way. Not until I get some proof. Otherwise, the case is going forward as charged.
You disgust me. You know, you're not really interested in justice being done at all, Baldwin. All you want is just one more notch in your belt.
I'll tell you what I want. I don't want the people in this town to think that I let a murderer run around town just because it happens to be your ex-wife. We're not getting anywhere with this. I'd rather take this to Judge's Chambers, and since you'd like to play hardball, we're going to put Cheryl and Julian on the stand. We'll see what the jury decides. Good thinking, Jake. It's exactly what I've been trying to convince these 2 ninnies of. See you in court. What a sleazeball.
Well, we tried.
Yeah, we tried. Well, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. I better go down, talk to Julian and Cheryl, and get them ready to testify.
Both in the holding cells.
Thanks. See you boys later.
Okay, what do we hear from New York?
Nothing about the lab report, nothing.
What about the other?
No, nothing there either.
Light a fire under somebody for me,
All right, yeah, good.
I know you will, buddy. You're holding on to me. Thanks.
Well, not intentionally. It's a long shot. I just don't want to make too much of a fool out of myself.
Why? Not the first time I ever saw you do that. Look, I know that we're waiting for the DNA lab tests concerning the strands of hair that you found in Anna's dresser drawer. Hopefully they're going to match Julian's, right?
Yeah. But I'm beginning to think that's going to finish up in a dead end.
So what do we got? You know, Guy was saying that you spent the entire night working at the computer, getting the genealogy of all the mob members. What was that all about?
Well, as I said, it's a long shot, a hunch.
Well, your hunches do have a tendency to pay off every once in a while.
Well,
tell me.
Benedict, on both of you. I don't believe this.
Hi, sweetheart.
Don't you sweetheart me, you traitor. And you are a turncoat. How could you do this to me?
what did I do?
What did you do? You let this rag sue me. That's what you did. You told me that you weren't going to let the media become involved until Cheryl testified.
We have a leak in the department, Tiffany. Now, look, at least I managed to keep her name out of it, huh?
Sweetheart, it is not Robert's fault that the judge postponed the trial.
Oh, really?
So-
That's supposed to make me feel better, is it?
Look, I know you're worried about you.
Worried about her. I am absolutely petrified. We are dealing with heavy-duty mobsters here. Don't you realize that?
She is being
I
protected.
hope she's being protected. I hope you also understand that I am not going to let my sister be railroaded.
Nobody wants to railroad your little sister.
All we're
right?
hoping is that Cheryl's testimony is going to clear Anna. That's
Well,
all.
I hope it does, too. I hope it does, too. But Cheryl is my sister, and I am not going to let some silver-tongued mudslinger rape her over the coals like
Come
this.
again?
Come again. I need an exclusive on this, Robert. That is the only way I can protect you, and that is the least you can do for me.
Tiffany,
That's-
put a lid on it, please. Now, look, honey. All of the facts aren't in yet. And besides, Robert's working on a new angle, all right?
Yeah, that's
What?
off the
What?
record
Do
at
you
this
have
point. I
somebody on
can't,
the
I can't
suspect?
say any...
Who is it?
Shut up!
There's Mr. Childress outside to see you, Robert.
Who is he?
He's Victor Jerome's mouthpiece. He's here about Julian, and he wants to talk to
Give
only
me
you.
a minute. Right.
All right.
Honey, I suggest you get over to the courthouse with your news crew. Trial's about to start at 2 o'clock.
That's an excellent idea. And incidentally, stay easy, because if everything works out, your little sister's going to be cleared along with Anna, and you're going to have the biggest scoop of the year.
Love you.
Chief Lewis, what's happening?
All right. You two just sit tight here until it's time to go to the courthouse.
Maybe okay?
Hey, you sure you don't want to talk to your father's attorney?
No, sir, I don't need a lawyer.
Huh. Okay, I'll post a guard outside. He'll let you know when it's time to go.
Julian, maybe you ought to talk to that attorney.
I don't need to. We're just going to go in and tell the truth. It can't hurt either of us.
Unless one of my bullets hit Olivia.
Honey, why are you still saying that? Neither of us is responsible for what happened
Anna
to Olivia.
claims she never fired the gun.
Well, maybe she didn't. It's real likely that someone else was there that we don't know about. We're just going to go in the courthouse. We're going to tell them we were there with a gun, and we're going to hope that that's enough to get Anna off.
Julian, we never should have run. I should have told Robert everything from the beginning.
Sweetheart, he's raking you over the coals, huh?
I don't blame him. He can't trust me. How can he love me?
Maybe he's just seeing the truth.
What's that?
You're still in love with me.
Julian!
It's true. You've been hurt, and you're scared, and you're confused. Do you really know what you feel?
I love Robert.
How? How can you when you know that nobody's ever going to love you the way I do? Not him. He doesn't know how.
Julian, don't.
Baby, did you ever have to lie to me? Ever about anything? No. You've had to lie to Robert about everything from the beginning. Doesn't that tell you anything?
Children go quietly?
No, I sent him packing anyway. Julian wasn't too interested in talking to a lawyer.
That may not be true once you testify.
Yeah, well, let Victor and his mouthpiece sweat it out. Besides, if Anna and Cheryl are cleared, Julian is cleared too.
Hmm. You were going to tell me about your hunch earlier.
Ah, right. Yes. All right. This bit here is what I've been working on. And this bit here is what I found out.
This is incredible. You sure about this?
Well, this part here about, this part I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
This part here, reasonably sure.
Unbelievable. But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I agree. Now, all we need is a little help from our friends.
Okay. It's just arrived from the 14th by special courier, New York City Police Department.
And our friends have just come through. Any word on the owner of this stuff?
New York guys said they haven't found him yet, but as soon as he's spotted, they'll pick him up.
Okay. Update the surveillance on the Jerome place, will you?
You got it.
You going to tell me about this stuff or not? Hmm?
What time is it?
Well, it's almost 2 o'clock. If we get over to the courthouse, we're going to be there for Julian and Cheryl testing.
Well, we know what they're going to say. Besides, if anything happens, I'm sure Jake will call us. I'd rather hang out here till we get some news about our friend in New York.